First thing we're gonna do is 14 steps in a bear crawl. So I've only got like a tiny amount of space here. So I'm just gonna do a couple steps forward, then a couple steps backward. But to do a bear crawl, I wanna bring my hands to the ground, and then I'm just gonna walk along, keeping my legs and arms straight. So there's 2 steps, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So let's do 14 tiny steps. Like I said, 1 or 2 forward, 1 or 2 backward. And so I think I'm on my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Awesome. Okay, then we're gonna do 10 alternating reverse lunges. So for this, I'm starting in a standing position. I'm gonna step back and bring my knee to the ground, and then I'm gonna push forward and stand up, just alternating each time. If you need to have something to kind of give you a little feedback, help out balance a little bit, I like to sometimes put my hand on a wall or even put my hand on a box or a piece of furniture. That's all good, but we're gonna do 10 total. I've been yapping, so I lost count. Looks good. And then the third movement we're gonna do is gonna be called a high knee march. So all that is I'm gonna bend at the elbow 90 degrees, and then I just wanna bring my knees up to my hands. I'm not doing the kind of bouncy version we sometimes do, just marching, and I'm gonna do 20 total. Looks good. And then our fourth movement is gonna be 10 air squats. So for an air squat, I'm just gonna start standing, feet just outside my hips, and then I'm gonna squat down as low as I can, 10 times. Looks great. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more rounds. We'll pick up the pace a little bit. I will be counting for myself, but don't feel like your pace has to match my pace. Let's get into it. We're gonna go into our 14 steps in a bear crawl. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nicely done. Now 10 reverse lunges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Going right into 20 high knee marching steps. 4, 5. There's 10 for me. 19, 20. Awesome job, everyone. And then we're gonna do 10 air squats. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got one more round. Let's go into our bear crawl steps, 14 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 10 reverse lunges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 20 steps in our high knee march. There's 10 for me. And then 20. I'm getting warm. Let's do 10 air squats to close it out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nicely done, everyone. So, for today's kind of strength-focused portion, what we're gonna do is 6 rounds, and each round, we're gonna alternate sides. So today, all our movements are like single side movements. So we'll do a round on one side, we'll rest, and then we'll switch sides. We'll end up doing each side 3 times. So the 3 movements today are a B stance Romanian deadlift, a side lunge, and a single leg glute bridge. You can do all of those with weight if you've got some sort of weighted object, or you could absolutely do them body weight. Totally up to you. So let's talk about each one. The B Stance Rdl. So Romanian deadlift is just a hinge at the hip that starts at the top. So normal stance, I would have my feet just outside my hips, and then I would hinge at the hip, just like that, sending my butt back and my chest down. But we're gonna incorporate a B stance. So what that means is I'm just gonna bend at the knee. Here, I'll do that one's a little more visible. I'm just popping one foot behind me. It's not a big wide split like this. I'm just bending at the knee. Now I've got a little kickstand. So when I do my movement, I've got a little bit more focus on that front leg. So the idea here, I'm sending my butt back, chest comes down. I get to about here, and I know to go any further, I'm gonna have to kind of get that range of motion from curling my back. So I don't wanna do that. That's where I'm gonna head back up. Let's try just like 3 or 4 on each side if you haven't already. Looks good. Awesome. And then for that one, if you want to incorporate weight, I've got like a kettlebell here. You can hold it however is comfortable. I like it on the same side as the backward foot. And then I'm coming down like that. Just make sure if you do have a weighted object, our goal here is not necessarily to bring that object to the ground or anything. It's to find that stretch in our hamstring. So as long as you make that your goal, we'll be good to go. So that is the B Stance RDL. Then we have the the side lunge. So for the side lunge, I'm just gonna step to the side, and then I'm gonna sink down as low as I can. So everyone will be a little bit different. This is also something where if you want to touch the back of the couch or a chair or maybe even the wall, just to give a little bit of balance, that's just fine. But I want you to get as low as you can while keeping your feet flat. So that might throw a little challenge into the mix. If you pop up onto your toe, I want you to try to keep your whole bottom of your foot on the ground. Awesome. So like I said, we're just getting as low as we can. If you need a little assistance from some furniture nearby, that's all good. Again, if you want to add weight, you can hold it however is comfortable. You could go at the side like that. You could hold it up front. Totally up to you. So then for our third movement, it's going to be a single leg glute bridge. So when I do a glute bridge normally with 2 legs, I'm starting on my back, bringing my heels in close to my butt, and then I'm just going to squeeze my glutes, open up my hips until my hips are all the way open, and then come back down. So this is a normal glute bridge. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to pop one foot off the ground and then push with just the remaining foot, putting way more focus on one side. So let's try a few. And something to think about, these single leg glute bridges they're tough. They're a lot tougher than regular glute bridges. So if you need to scale, the quickest way to scale this one is to just do 2-legged glute bridges, just like that. So if single leg feels like a little bit too much, or maybe you feel like you can't get your hips off the ground, then let's just switch to 2-legged each time we get to that movement in a round. Cool. Okay, so the format is going to be, a round will consist of 30 seconds of each of those movements. So let's say I'm starting with my right leg. We'll do 30 seconds of our B Stance Rdl, then 30 seconds of our side lunge, and then 30 seconds of our single leg glute bridge. So the amount of reps you do in that 30 seconds, that's totally up to you. Maybe you want to go wild, do as many as you can, or maybe you're like me, you're going to find like a nice sustainable pace to move through the whole time. But after we do each movement on one side, we'll rest for a minute, and then we'll repeat on the other side. We'll do that 6 total times, so 3 on each side. Make sense so far? Are there any questions? Okay. In that case, we'll get started. Let's start in 10 seconds with our B Stance Rdl. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeezing our butt at the top. Looking for that hamstring stretch. Looks really good, everyone. Three, 2, 1, right into side lunge. Nice job. Looks great. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, right into single leg glute bridge. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're gonna rest a minute. Then we'll repeat on the other side. That was getting a little spicy near the end there. About 30 more seconds to rest. All right, 10 seconds. Set number 2 is coming at us. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Other side. Same sequence. Looks good. And seconds. Side lunges next. 3, 2, 1. Side lunge. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Glute bridge. Let's do it. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Nicely done, everyone. We'll rest a minute. Then back to the first side. It's got me breathing heavy. Woo! Thirty seconds. Toughest part for me is remembering what side I just did. I think I'm on the right side. All right, 10 seconds. Going into our B stance, Romanian deadlift. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Looks great, everyone. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Side lunge. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Single leg glute bridge. Two, 1, rest. Nice job, everyone. Technically, we're halfway. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, Romanian deadlift. Three, two, one, side lunge. Looks awesome. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, glute bridge. Three, two, one, rest. All right. One more on each side. Doing great. Thirty seconds. All right, 10 seconds. Switching sides. 3, 2, 1. Romanian deadlift. Looks great. Three, two, one, side lunge. Nice work, 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, single leg glute bridge, or maybe regular glute bridge. Three, two, one, rest. All right, one more. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Romanian deadlift. Looks awesome. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Side lunge. Three, 2, 1. Glute bridge. Three, 2, 1, rest. Nice job. We did it. Good stuff. Okay. So, for our last piece, ideally we're gonna have something you can hold in your hand. Could be a dumbbell or a kettlebell, doesn't have to be, could be really anything. Just something that you could, ideally the limiting factor is going to be, can you bring it over your head? So could even be like a water bottle or something like that. What we're gonna do today is 2 movements. One's called the devil press. I don't know why it's called that, but it is the Halloween season, so we'll just pretend it's seasonal. And then sit-ups. So the format is going to be 10 of our devil press, 30 sit-ups. Then the next round, the devil press is going to go to 20, and the sit-ups will stay at 30. And then the third round will be 30 devil press and 30 sit-ups. I'll copy and paste this in the chat. But devil's press goes 10, 20, 30. Sit-ups are 30 across the board. So not a ton of numbers to remember. Have a good one, Lily. So we'll go through that sequence. There's going to be a 12-minute time cap. So if you don't finish everything in 12 minutes, you can stop at 12 minutes. If you do, just sit tight, hang out, and we'll wait till everyone's done. So let's talk about these movements. Devil press. So I'll start by demonstrating with a dumbbell, and then I'll show you some different versions. But basically, I'm kind of combining 3 things: a burpee, a kettlebell swing, and a kettlebell snatch, all into one movement. So if you have something sturdy like a dumbbell that you can put your weight on, what I'm going to start with is a burpee. I'm going to drop to the ground, but I'm going to have one hand on my item. If your item is a little unwieldy, or maybe it just isn't going to support weight, like if you use my example, a water bottle, I don't recommend putting all your weight on the side of a water bottle. If that's the case, just put your hands next to it. So hands are on my item. I'm going to come to the ground. I like to kick my feet back, but you could absolutely step back and lower yourself to the ground. Then from here, I'm gonna peel myself back up, bring my feet back to a standing position, and then I'm gonna pull the weight high into my inner thigh. I want my wrist to come high into my inner thigh, and then I'm gonna extend and pop it overhead. So that movement at speed looks like that. So the whole thing all together, I'm on the ground, hit the deck, pop back up into the pocket, overhead, and there's 1 rep. Then I like to alternate sides each rep, but you can break it up between sides however you like. So let's say I've got something like a kettlebell. See, this is so tall, I don't want to do my burpee with my hand on it. So I'll just go next to it, pop back up, grab my weights, pull it into the pocket, overhead, and there's 1. Let's try a few of these if you haven't yet. Maybe like 1 or 2 on each side. Awesome. Cool. Looks great. Okay. So that is the double press. For the sit-up, I'm looking to, basically I'm going to lie down as far as I can, and then I'm going to sit up as far as I can. Everyone will be a little bit different. If you find that you can't come to a fully sitting position, then we can do crunches. That's all good. And if you want a little variation, if you normally do flat-footed sit-ups, I like to alternate every now and then between that and butterfly style, where the bottoms of my feet are together. Just for a little variation. Some people say the butterfly style uses your abs a little bit more. Whether that is the case or not, I don't know. I think that might be anecdotal, but they do feel different. So quick recap, 10 double press, splitting up side to side, however you like, then 30 sit-ups, then 20 double press, 30 sit-ups, 30 double press, 30 sit-ups. If we get to 12 minutes before we finish, we can call it good, call it fitness. Any questions? Okay. In that case, I will put 12 minutes on the clock. Let's go in 10 seconds, starting with 10 of our double press. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice work, everyone. Off to a great start. Nice job. Whew. Nice job. Gotta take a little moment, catch your breath. That's all good. Whew. Nice job. $20 felt way different than 10. Doing great. Whew. Woo. Chipping away. Nice work. All right. Nice job. We got 4 whole minutes to finish. Nice job, everyone. Keep on working. One more minute to work. Nice job. 30 seconds. Keep on moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Nice job, everyone. I'm going to start this clock. We'll do a little mobility. We're going to do open scorpion. We've been like stabilizing our spine a whole bunch with those RDLs, side lunges, and then we've been flexing and extending it. So we're just gonna get a little rotation. Also, we've used our shoulders a whole lot with the devil press. So coming onto the ground, arms at my sides, one leg. I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna raise up and then swoop across. It might come to the floor. It might not. You just wanna go as far as you can. And you should be breathing the whole time. Then, once I get here, I'm gonna open up my book, hopefully pulling a stretch, cross my pecs into my shoulder. Take a nice, big, deep breaths. We're gonna hang out here for about 25 more seconds. And then let's melt our way to the middle. And we can repeat on the other side. Lifting that other leg up, swooping over, and then opening up our book. About 25 more seconds. Great job today, everyone.